All right, I want to show you what is an example of group stalking. These are the third-party group stalkers. This is a picture of Malice. Hi, Malice, because you're looking at the specific environment. They're group stalking at the facilitating venue. And I want to be clear, this is a demon. This is demonic activity. She didn't forget anything. She's not checking on her car. What she's doing is she's creating, when they move around in the engineered environment, they're creating activity. And they also know that they're being documented. You're going to look at the impossible light activity behind the car. That's light that's manifesting in the shade. This is light that's manifesting on the shade in the back, on the shade on the building. This is the light source over the property, the address of Alvarado Garden, maintaining, again, concentrated presence where I'm at inside of my apartment. And you're also going to pay attention to an ongoing impossible occurrence. You're seeing how the light is appearing today. Yesterday, when I showed you the pattern of the blinds that was appearing, multiple shadows of the blinds that were appearing and also appearing on this wall over here. And in addition, you also know you're aware of the fact that at nighttime, light coming from anywhere on the ground is not going to create the pattern of the blinds here. When you're looking at what's supposedly sunlight here, but I want to show you this. Here's my shadow that's appearing up here as well. And it's more than one shadow. Okay, that's how you know what is malice, and that's how you're looking at and understanding what is a group stalker. They are creating activity. They are doing so in relevant position. They're group stalking, and they're doing so, not just them, because they're 18065, I'm going to get them, they're going to federal prison, but so are they next door. Okay, that's a group stalker, crossing path, loitering in the presence. All right, this venue is right next door to Alvarado Gardens. This is called relevant positioning. They're in relevant position to what is an environment that's specifically maintained. Winning a light source, be clear, understand the neighbors are in relevant position. They're group stalking. Do not be mistaken. All I am doing is focusing on all of those who live at this community, which is a crime scene. And I'm speaking to and outlining federal policy for dealing with the people of the state. This is an example. Alvarado Gardens is an illustration, a vivid one, of the malice of that public entity's criminal system, an entire secret society where they're engaging in what are satanic methods of group stalking and monitoring in concert and on behalf of a government. In addition to that, the reason why they are also going to be subject to federal prison, they're losing federal housing assistance and permanent deportation. And that's just some of the federal policies that I advocate. You are also understanding what is Los Angeles PD, which has continued. It's currently 2:59 p.m. The entity is maintaining the light source over the venue, aiming impossible light, group stalking with Amazon Prime, engaging in what is group stalking while LAPD was flying over by helicopter. Amazon, no difference from the group stalkers that are driving around, living in relevant position around what is the impossible light activity. That's a prosecution of a company. I don't have to see who's driving there. And it's also not going to be a mystery at what is 3 p.m. in the afternoon, who was driving that Amazon Prime representing the people of the state, utilizing a corrupt business, the malicious face behind which a public entity is targeting one and harassing and group stalking and monitoring at 3 p.m. at Alvarado Gardens. All right, so that third-party group stalker, you're going to civilly and criminally prosecute that company by virtue of seeing that brand who was present on the grounds threatening the life of an American citizen. Doing so in the same way that this group stalker of 1806 number 5 is, they're just using a company name, understand that. They're in the same specific environment where I'm showing you the ongoing terrorism that's inside of my apartment. While Amazon Prime calls themselves delivering a package, you're looking at what is impossible light activity, and that's how you know the satanic behavioral patterns that Amazon Prime is engaging in. And they're here in this country trying to make money off of the American people while they are terrorizing and group stalking and monitoring them. With here, the Los Angeles Police Department, who is repeatedly flying over and amplifying helicopter activity in the same way that I showed you by video this morning. This is different from the light activity that I showed you yesterday. It's all impossible light activity, but I want to show you the ongoing mutation of this demonic environment, what the entity does with light. It's engineered light. Everything that they're doing, delivering packages, checking on their car, driving on and off the property, coming in and out of their apartments, they're doing it in this specific environment. This is group stalking. Amazon Prime, that company is going to be fully advertised and announced as engaging in domestic terrorism, and no different from the group stalkers that live here. And understand, she's just one example. This whole property, they live at a crime scene, and it's ongoing evidence against every single last one. And it's not limited to the gates of Alvarado Gardens. I'm showing you how you're going to prosecute the people of the state. As you saw me go out on 17th Street, and LAPD flew over my head on 17th Street, and that light source was over my head on 17th Street, nowhere near the window of my apartment building, nowhere near the office on the side of 1810 as it remains, where I stay there all day long. The entity, as I've also shown you, where I'm nowhere near Los Angeles on 17th or on Alvarado Street, where I'm at the Ovid Family Community Library, for example. This light source is not over the entrance of the Ovid Family Community Library as you're looking at it right here. This light source is showing you what is the specific environment. That's the direct evidence against Amazon Prime. Having no defense, because delivering a package while you are acting in concert in a secret, criminal, highly malicious system on behalf of a public entity is what Amazon Prime is caught in the middle of. And they have been documented for a term of years. And that company is also aware of it. They are posing what is an unprecedented threat while they are systematically engaging in what is group stalking and monitoring. That's speaking to the level of a threat. They're systematically engaging in it while they're present at the venue. It is currently 3:02 p.m. This is P.O.C. You're going to look at the environment. While that demon walks, she walks away, and then she walks back. As I start recording, she walks back. She didn't forget anything. These are highly malicious psychopaths who are being exposed, including the LAPD. They are not individuals. Amazon Prime is not an individual. Understand, they have stepped into the shoes of the state. This is a facilitating venue. The government is operating a criminal system of group stalking and monitoring. Everybody that lives here is living at a crime scene, and they are vicariously present. Everything that comes out of their mouth is audible activity. Everything that they are doing is serving for activity creation, serving an ongoing criminal purpose for which all of them will be documented and prosecuted. This is P.O.C. It's 3:03 p.m. Pay attention to the different light activity. Impossible light in all of its weight, but I want you to see how it is different. None of it would ever happen. The blinds are never going to show up. You're never going to have multiple shadows. You've got what's supposedly sunlight here. Understand, you've got a manifestation of light here. You're understanding what is not sunlight. The sun, again, not hovering so low that it is beside the window. That is like a laser shooting into the parking lot. That is creating what light reflecting in through. No, that's not sunlight. This is engineered light, and that's not the sun that remains all day long. It's also not the sun that's hovering over the building, over the property. All right, that's demonic pacing that they're engaging in. The people of the state who know they're being exposed. This entire area is going to be prosecuted and exposed. Okay, this is the prosecution of the state of California. This is P.O.C.